Hello students, Standard 6, Chapter number 5, Maths, Understanding Elementary Shapes. In the last few sessions we learned about the angles, types of angles, how to measure the angles with using a protractor and so on. Now, today we are going to learn about perpendicular lines. So, when you see that two lines intersect, means intersect means they cross each other, intersect, and the angle between them is a right angle. Right angle means having measure 90 degree. Then the lines are said to be perpendicular. It means that when the two lines are intersecting each other and the angle between them is a right angle, 90 degree angle, then we can say that the two lines are perpendicular to each other. So here you can see that line AB is here and line CD. They intersect each other at this point M. And here that angle CMB, as I marked, it is a right angle, 90 degree. So we can say that here line AB is perpendicular to CD. And in symbol we write down AB, then the inverted T. It looks like the T but it is inverted, upside down. So AB perpendicular to CD. Now also we can write down as CD is perpendicular to AB, or you can write down as CD is perpendicular to AB. So it is not necessary that horizontal or vertical, any lines can be written first. So either you can say AB is perpendicular to CD or CD perpendicular to AB. Now around us we can see so many models that will show you the perpendicular lines. For example, this adjacent edges of the whiteboard. Then here you can see that it's making a right angle. It means that the line containing these two edges represent a perpendicular lines. Similarly, edges of our book also we consider that they are going. So here also they are making a right angle. Therefore, that line are also perpendicular lines. Similarly, two edges of a tile, two edges of the cupboard, your bed, etc. So many things around us represent the model of perpendicular lines. Also in the English alphabet, in capital letters, T has a perpendicular lines here. Also L. In the L also you can see that there is an angle between them. That is also right angle. So this represents the models of perpendicular lines. So I hope you are familiar with the perpendicular lines or line segments, anything. But when they make 90 degree only, then they are said to be perpendicular to each other. Now, perpendicular bisector. Bi means two. Bisect means divide into two equal parts. So if a line or a line segment is perpendicular and also passing through the midpoint of the given line segment. Means it must passing through the midpoint also, and it must be exactly 90 degree perpendicular also. Then that line is said to be the perpendicular bisector. Here you can see that line segment AB is here, and M is the midpoint, means it divides into two parts, two equal parts. And this line PQ is intersecting AB at midpoint, and it is also perpendicular to AB because it is making a right angle. So here line PQ is perpendicular to line segment AB, and it is passing through its midpoint, and therefore it divides line segment AB into two equal parts, and therefore we can say that line PQ is the perpendicular bisector of line segment AB. Now exercise 5.5. Question 1. Which of the following are models for perpendicular lines? So here some A, B, C and D, 4 situations are given. You have to think about it and check which of them are the models that can represent perpendicular lines and which are not. Let's see one by one. First one, the adjacent edges of a tabletop. Generally a tabletop is like a rectangular or a square. Now you can see that adjacent angles will be like that. Means it is making a right angle. It means that it can be the model for perpendicular lines. We will write down the answer together, that which of this will represent model. Second, the lines of a railway track. I hope everybody is familiar with the railway track. Railway track is like that, going like that. Does it represent perpendicular lines? Sorry. No, they do not intersect each other, and therefore they are not the model for the perpendicular lines. Third, the line segment forming the letter L. Now, already I explained you in the beginning when we understand about that perpendicular line L is having a right angle between that two line segments. So C also represent the models for perpendicular line. And the letter V, you can see that in the V it is not a right angle, it makes an acute angle which is less than a right angle. Therefore it is also not representing the model for perpendicular line. So we get two. Which one? A and C. So here answer we write down A and C are the models for the perpendicular lines. The other two do not represent the perpendicular lines. Question number 2. Let line segment PQ be the perpendicular to the line segment XY. Perpendicular to line segment XY. let line segment PQ and line segment XY intersect in the point A. In the point A. What is the measure of angle PAY? What is the measure of angle PAY? Now let's understand by drawing the figure according to that given thing. PQ and XY intersect in the point A. So we can draw PQ and XY. They are perpendicular, so we put that right angle here and at the point A. Now we have to see what is that angle. So whenever two line segment or line they are perpendicular, all the angles formed at the intersecting point are right angles. So we can say that here angle PAY, or we can write a measure. So here measure of angle PAY is equal to 90 degree because it is perpendicular. So when they are perpendicular, all the four angles are that right angles. Question number 3. There are two set squares. There are two set squares in your box. What are the measures of the angles that are formed at their corners. Do they have any angle measure? Do they have any angle measure? That is common. Now, I hope everybody is familiar with the set squares that is supplied in your geometry box. These are the two set squares. You can see that this is the bigger one and the other one is the smaller one. You can see that. Now, if you don't know the measure of the angles, I'm going to explain you. You can remember, it will be useful in the future also. The bigger set square. You can see, I hope I don't have to tell you what is this angle. Obviously, shape L. So, it is perpendicular, so 90 degree. So one of the angle is 90 degree and here the bigger angle is 60 degree and that smaller angle is 30 degree. So we can write down in the big set square, the angles formed at the corners are 30 degree, 60 degree and 90 degree. So here, as I told you, here upper one is the smaller angle, the base angle. Here is this bigger angle, so that is 30 degree, that is 60 degree, and here it is 90 degree. Now, second, smaller one. Smaller one is also right angle here, and here these two edges having the same length, and therefore the two other angles are also equal, and they are 45 degree and 45 degree, both are there. So in the small set square, the angles formed at the corners are 45 degree, 45 degree and 90 degree. And they have, you can see that what is common in them, everybody have 190 degree. So here, the common angle between them is 90 degree. So in both of them, you can see that one of the angle is the common, that is 90 degree. So here you understand about the set squares, and then we are going to finish today's session here, and it will be followed by the PDF file, and the question number 4 you can do for the homework. Question number 4 you can do it for the homework. It is very obvious, very simple. And if you don't understand, tell me in the comment section. Thank you very much.